Assalamu alaikum, my respected Sir Jahangir. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ammara Rashid, and today I am gonna present my world history presentation, and the topic is American Revolution. Introduction: American Revolution was an epic political and struggle between 1765 and 1783. American Revolution was so revolutionary because the revolution had momentous consequences. It created the United States. It transformed a monarchical society in which the colonists were subject of the crown into a republic in which they were citizens and participant in the political process. The most important thing, American Revolution, the Declaration of Independence, which was the most important document and was a result of the revolution. It marked the independence of 13 British colonial and the beginning of the United States of America. American Revolution committed the new nation of ideals of liberty, equity, natural and civil rights, and responsible citizen, and made them the basis of new political order. None of these ideas was new or originated with America. And now I want to tell you the American military leaders. First off, George Washington. George Washington was born on 22 February, and he was an American military officer, statesman, and founding father who served as the first president of the United States. And the second one, Nathaniel Greene. Nathaniel Greene was a major general of the Continental Army in the American Revolution War. He emerged from the war with a reputation as General George Washington's most talented and dependable officer, and known for his successful command in the southern theater of the war. And the third is Henry Knox. Henry Knox, founding father of the United States, was a senior general of Continental Army during the Revolutionary War and was appointed the second Secretary of War and the U.S. Constitution by President George Washington, serving from 1789 to 1794. And now I want to telling about the British military leaders. And the first is General Charles Cornwallis. He was a British Army officer who served as a general during the Revolutionary War, also known as the American Revolution. He led British force to access in New York and Philadelphia before moving to the war's southern theater in 1780. And the second is General John Burgoyne. General John Burgoyne. General John Burgoyne was a British journal, domestic, and politician who sat in the House of Commons from 1761 to 1792. He was saw action during the Seven Year Wars when he participated in the several battles, most notably during the Portugal campaign of 1762. And the American Revolution was a time when the British colonies in America rebelled against the rule of Great Britain. There were many battles fought, and the colonies gained their freedom and became the independent country of the United States. The American Revolutionary War lasted from 1775 until 1783, and there are many battles fought between British and Americans. But I want to tell you just two battles. Number one, Battle of Territon and Battle of Saratoga. The Battle of Territon was a bold attack by the U.S. Army on the British on this 25 December 1776. George Washington made the decision to cross over the Delaware River at night in a small boats to launch a surprise attack. And the second Battle of Saratoga. Battle of Saratoga was a turning point in Revolutionary War. The American defeat of the superior British army lifted patriot morale, furthered the hope for independence and helped to secure the foreign support needed to win the war. And the causes of American Revolution. The American Revolution was principally caused by colonial opposition to British and control at the colonies, and to make them repay the crown of it, make them repay during the French and Indian War. Britain did this primarily by imposing a series of deeply improper laws and taxes, including the Sugar Act and Stamp Act and the so-called Intolerable Act. And there are some effect of American Revolution. And the revolution also popular political, social, and economic forces that would transfer the post-revolution and society, including increased participation in political and governance, the legal institutionalization of religious toleration, and growth and diffusion of the population. And next is help from overseas. Among the leaders at Valley Forge was a French nobleman, the Marquis de Lafayette. Lafayette offered his help to Washington and became a trusted aide to him. Others helped the American causes, including Polish engineer Thaddeus Kosciuszko and cavalry officer Kashmiri Pulaski. And thought the soldier military discipline. Other Europeans who had recently moved to the United States and joined the patriotic cause. And even with the help, the Continental Army still needed large amount of money to continue to fight the war. And here this some turning point of American Revolution, and this summary is American Revolution. At Saratoga, patriots captured a large British force and convinced France to join the fight. At Valley Forge, Washington and his troops and made it through a difficult winter at Yorktown. Washington and French allies captured a large British force, which led to the American victory in the war. And the end of American Revolution is 3 September 1783, and with the signing of the Treaty of Paris.